must have been very frustrating for you to watch that first half, scoring the first goal, looking really good and pressing high and making sure Adelaide United are on the back foot in that first half. Yeah,
we did well the first, I thought, 25, 30 minutes. I thought we were in control of the game. We put them under good pressure. We deserved to go 1-0 up. And then the goal gave them a lift. We could have dealt with it better defensively. But look, proud of the young boys because three of our back four, I don't think they've played a total of 10 games in the A-League. So it's a young back four, but they did well. It's a tough place to come, as we know. Coopers is always hard, and the crowd give them a lift. And the crowd gave them a lift when they scored their goal, and they got a bit of energy from it. And then I thought that we started the second half well, and we had that big opportunity that they didn't give a penalty, and then we had one cleared off the line, and then they got another lift and scored their goal. Then we're chasing the game, and so it opens up a bit more.
Have you seen it being the story of your season this year since you started? You've been in a lot of games, but you just haven't sort of finished off?
Yeah, we haven't got what we deserved, I would say that. But the young boys are doing really well, and we're not afraid to play anyone. We've shown that. We come here against a team that just won away from home 4-3 because we know they can score a lot of goals. They've got good attacking weapons, good experienced players, also with the new Dutch player coming back. But our boys are pushing, and we'll get our rewards in the end, because when you're playing like that away from home and keep pushing like we have, we've only played once at our new stadium, so we know that we'll play more there, and that will give us a lift as well.
Obviously, you knew United are going to keep coming in that second half, playing home like you just said, and they were really good. Like late in that game, had a lot of chances. Where you didn't take your chances.
Yeah, well, we would have taken the chance if we got given the opportunity to. I thought that we would have gone, if we went 2-1 up, we probably would have won the game, because then United would have had to open up more. They were catching us out on the counter because we had to leave ourselves a little bit open to try and push for the result. And then they did create some chances. And so in the end, it looks like they had the better of the game, but I thought that majority of it, we were well and truly in it.
Is that potentially one that might have gotten away then, in terms of a result you probably could have had that had gone in the positive, or at least you might have been able to take something out of the game?
Yeah, definitely. I think all 4 games that we've played, that we deserved more out of those games. I thought, that we've been unlucky in terms of not getting what we deserve, but we have to keep on pushing, keep on improving, because there was also moments that we felt that we could have done better defensively, and some individual moments that the younger players will learn from, than even the experienced players. So, it does feel like that we didn't get what we deserved out of the game.
So the ladder position that you sit in currently, that's not a true reflection of where you sit relative to the other teams in the league?
It is where we are, but it's a long season still. So if we keep on performing and building, then we believe that we'll get the results that we need and that we deserve.
Now, your out of possession shape in that first half was, I thought, outstanding. The mid-block was compact enough to not allow the space between the lines that Adelaide like to exploit. There was the width to stop those wide threats from attacking. Is that something that you've done specifically because of the threats that Adelaide possessed, or is that how you're looking to structure your team moving forward?
We've been doing that majority of our first few games in the way that we set up, and then we look to win balls in areas and also obviously stop their best players, which they like to get. Stefan Moore can get Clough in those pockets, and then get their wider players up high and in behind. I thought in the second half they got them in behind a lot. They went long and more direct, and we could have dealt with it a little bit better. And then when we were stretched, they were still able to find those dangerous players. But we did win balls in great areas. The only pity was that we didn't punish them when we did, because we felt that we were in good positions. And the beauty of the way that we set up and press like we do is that we should have a lot of numbers going forward, but we just weren't able to punish them when we did.
Well, speaking of something else you did really well was set pieces, in particular overloading that back post. Now again, was that something specific to you realised that was a weakness for Adelaide, or is that something you've just worked on consistently best way with the squad that you've got?
Yeah, look, we've got our assistant coaches working on the set pieces, and they analyse the opposition, analyse where our strengths are, and it was one of those ones that we did work on yesterday in training. Sometimes it comes off, sometimes it doesn't, but it was nice that it came off, and it was good for Kane Vidmar as well. He's been out for a long period in pre-season. He missed the majority of pre-season, so it was a pity for him that he didn't have that, and so for him to have his first start after being out for so long and getting a goal was great.
And Wallerty came on and looked really quality as well, really dynamic and explosive on the ball. How great is it to be able to have somebody like him that you can bring off the bench to try and liven things up again when you're chasing the game?
Yeah, he's another one of our young, talented players that I thought he did well when he came on. He's hard to stop. They have to try and foul him to stop him a lot of the time because he's so strong. He's direct, and I thought that he came on and did well and gave us a bit of spark.
You were able to speak to the ref, and obviously you got the fourth official next to you. Did you get any explanation about the non-penalty decision?
Yes, the referee said that he didn't think it was a penalty. Now, that's his opinion. I haven't seen anything as clear that's not awarded a penalty. That I'm disappointed that he didn't see it. Then I'm disappointed that the VAR didn't see it. Alex King and Adam Kersey were in VAR, and they're top referees, and they didn't see it. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's actually really disappointing, and it hurts us as a team, but also our players that are frustrated, are left frustrated, because it was so clear and obvious. And everyone that I've spoken to have said the same thing. Even their opposition players said that they can't believe that wasn't a penalty. So I don't know why. I don't know why they missed it, but they did. Maybe when it goes 2-1, it's a different game altogether. Adelaide need to open up, and then all of a sudden we get the result we want.
And back on the positives, you've gone very young this year. One of the young players you mentioned, Kane Vidmar, who you headhunted from another club. Just expand a bit more about him as a player in his journey, and obviously great moment getting his first goal back in his home city.
Yeah, good moment for Kane. I think that Kane, he came along really well last season in terms of played a few games, and he started to improve a lot. They had a setback in pre-season, which has been disappointing for him. So hopefully this gives him a belief and confidence again to keep on pushing and improving, because look, all the younger players, there's still a lot of room for improvement, and they will, because they're good kids. They want to learn, they want to keep on getting better.
And I don't know how you feel, but for me, the end of last year, after a couple of lean years, it felt like things started finally clicking. You moved into your home, you start playing with young players, you get a full season of both of that this year. Do you feel like this is the year that you can really start setting some foundations of who you are, what you represent as a club?
Definitely. I think you're exactly right. It's the younger boys are representing the club really well, not only on the pitch, off the pitch, getting out in the community, growing the club. We're in Tarneit, we're in our homeland, we're in the West, it's up to us to keep on building that connection with the community. Hopefully they're proud of what we're doing, and they feel part of what we're doing, and they come along the journey with us, because our first home game this season, it was a sellout, and we want to try and keep on building on that, because it's great we're there, and it's great to see so many young players from our academy coming through and playing. And I thought Dylan Leonard was again great tonight, and so many of the other younger players that come through the academy doing well.
Just on that non-penalty call, will you be sending the league a please explain or something similar to that to try and get to the bottom of what happened?
Yeah, definitely. Please explain. Definitely, please explain. It's not going to change. It's not going to change anything, because it killed the game. It really did, because it's hard enough when you're not getting certain fouls given to you when they're clear and obvious. I didn't know that you allowed a shirt pull now in the middle of the field, and then it's not even a free kick. I don't get it. I don't understand. And then it's so frustrating. And So it will be a please explain, but it's not going to change anything. They can tell me what they want to tell me. They say yes it was, no it wasn't, doesn't matter. It's gone. I just hope next time, I hope next time that they don't all miss it. I really do.
And just
On both sides, by the way. Because if we give away a penalty like that, we give away a penalty. I didn't complain about the ball going over the line because I felt the ball went over the line. It was clear. It's the same with a penalty. Do your job.
100%. Just on Hiroshi as well, we know he got that smack in the face. He played out the rest of the game, but just double checking, he's 100% alright?
Yeah, he's okay. Hiroshi's fine.